Hello and welcome to a new video. This is my first time doing a video like this. I hope you enjoy it. But the thing I am doing today, I wanted to make a character that was inspired by a watermelon. I know it kind of sounds a little silly, but I really like the finished product and I think you will too. And I really enjoyed the process. There was a couple trials and errors, but it ended up looking well. I had a little trouble here and there. It was just a journey. But I really liked how the finished product ended up looking, and I hope you will too. Anyways, I'll just voice over the video explaining what I'm doing. I had a little trouble with the head, but I ended up getting it how I wanted to at the end. And I just added facial features to the sketch, and I had a little trouble with the mouth. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I ended up doing it how I wanted it to. Ended up looking well, and I wanted her to have a ponytail since watermelon is kind of a summer fruit, and ponytails are more often worn in summer. And I started with the eyes after that, and shading and all of that fun stuff, and shaded under the chin. Started with the clothes. I gave her a dress, and I'm not sure what you would call the type of sleeve that's on it. And I gave her a V-neck, and added little wrinkles on the dress to make it more realistic, and I gave her watermelon jewelry, and added stripes on the dress, and polka dots to represent the seeds in the watermelon, and yeah. And then after that, I did a little bow in the ponytail, and then I put freckles on her face to represent the seeds once again. And I started outlining it anywhere that needed to be outlined, and I outlined the eyebrows, the neck, the shirt, everything that needed it. And yeah, I think it turned out really well. And yeah, I speeded it up a little bit in this area because I didn't think you wanted to watch all of it, and I started shading it before I put the color on. Not sure why, and I thought the color was a little too dark at the beginning, but I ended up liking it, and I gave her orange hair because closest natural hair color to red, and it is called red sometimes, so I thought it was perfect. And I started doing the stripes on the watermelon on the dress. Well, supposed to represent it. I had a little bit of trouble with getting it right in there. And then I started coloring in eyes because I realized that it wasn't yet. And then I added the polka dots, which are once again to represent seeds. And I thought they turned out really well on the dress. I would have sped this part up a little bit more. Though, yeah, I kind of skipped half of it because I didn't really think it wanted to watch me just like draw polka dots on the shirt. And I started on the face with the lips. I wanted to give her more natural looking, not how I was doing right here. I regretted that, so I kept it natural, and then started doing the freckles, and then shading the nose, and started highlighting it, and just adding more details to it, and shading the hair anywhere that I thought needed shading, And then I started highlighting the hair, which I thought turned out really well. Overall, I really enjoyed this drawing. It allowed me to somehow think of how to draw a watermelon person. And I thought it was a journey because I had no clue what to do. And I started shading and shading and shading. And then I added highlights on the eyes and then shading. And then added more shading and stuff to the lips. And then fingernails, I put so much work into those. I kept trying to make it look a little bit more detailed, but you can't really see them from far off. And then I added highlights to the jewelry. And then I started shading the character on one side to like make it look like on one side the light was coming in, and then on the other side it was the shade. Then I used the bucket tool to do that and turned down, put it on transparent, I guess. And then I added light on this side. And yeah, I thought she turned out really well. And I made the background in the light green, and then I started with her name. I thought I chose a really well name for her since she's a watermelon. I chose Melanie. Melanie is because melon. But yeah, I thought it went well with her character. She kind of looks like a Melanie. Not really, but started adding an outline to the name. But I thought the name went well. Then I added a little watermelon in the corner because she's a watermelon. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this drawing. I added shading to the watermelon. I don't know if I liked it better with or without. And here she is. I hope you enjoyed this journey with me, and hope to see you all guys next time. Bye!